Hey guys, it's Space Explosion, and if you haven't noticed, I changed my name to Space Explosion just because it matches my Xbox gamer tag, and I just feel like I just don't like Superstar Gaming anymore. So today I finally have another Corrupt Universe video. It's been like months since I've made my last video. I just haven't been up to making any cards, and no, these are not any new cards unless if you didn't read the title. But this is another archetype that you saw in my multi-pack opening, and I'm going to be going over them and explaining them. So this is an archetype from the Sailor Galaxy, because I feel like it just fits the best out of all the other ones. I mean, it's not like perfect, but it fits the best. So it's the circle. It's the shape archetype, and this is a archetype that has a bunch of really weak creatures, such as Cirque here, who's the weakest out of all of them, and they all work together, sort of, to create this giant shape monster, which is a really good card, by the way, if you saw it in my pack opening. So anyway, let's go over them. So first off, we have Cirque. They're all basic, by the way. They're all from Sailor 2. He costs 1 magic. All of them, except for the last one I'm going to show you, costs 1 magic. He has 100 health and 30 attack, and it says a small circle who floats around all willy-nilly in space. So pretty much just like, throw down card. Next up we have Hexag, who is a basic. He's 1 magic, 100 health, 40 attack, and this card gets plus 10 attack for every turn it stays alive, so not the greatest. Just gave him a little ability to, make him a little more useful. Then we have Tria, who's a triangle. 1 magic, 100 health, 50 attack, a pointy little creature who plays with Cirque a lot. So they're like little buddies and all. And here is the best one, and I have to add a rule about his ability because then he would be literally impossible to kill. And that is Squaw, who's a square. He's the best out of the 4, of the 1 magic 4. 100 health, 60 attack, and this card says, this card returns to your hand when it dies, unless you sacrifice it. So if someone say, I don't know, I don't have other cards with me here, but say someone kills Squaw, he just goes back to your hand. And because no matter what, every turn you could keep replaying him, because he's 1 magic, and you get 3 magic per turn. So I have to fix that, and I added unless you sacrifice it because of what I will show you, because then he wouldn't work, this ability wouldn't work with it. And I'm only gonna I'm gonna make a rule that says you have to have all the required cards of the archetype in order for his ability to work, because if you want to get the card I'm going to show you soon out on the field, there's certain requirements for him to be dead. So I'm going to make it you have to have these 4 cards, and then these 4 cards, and then the other card in order for his ability to happen, because you wouldn't just have him in your deck by himself without getting full use out of him. So that's kind of an overpowered ability, so that's why I'm doing that. Next up we have a supply drop that's like a supporter for this archetype, and it's called Hexaflexa. And it says, all Cirque, Squaw, Tria, and Hexag cards switch their health and defense for 1 turn. 1 card of your choice from the 4 can attack twice. So it's not that great. I mean, it just gets more use out of these cards because they're not that good, but what they add up to is really good. So it pretty much swaps their health and attack around, so they all have 100 health, 100 attack no matter what, because they all have the same health. But they'll have, and it really doesn't matter about their attack, because pretty much anything could kill them. So, if he has 100 health, you could get 200 damage out of someone. So, yeah. And now, finally, what you've all been waiting for. The card that I've been wanting to show you. And it is the really rare Sisquatrigon that you saw me pull in my multi-pack opening. He is a basic. He costs only 7 magic, which is really good for this card. And he has a decent 400 health and 300 attack. Not too shabby, but not amazing. But his ability reads, if the camera would focus, you must have a Cirque, Squaw, Tria, and Hexag in your discard pile. So that's why I said you have, unless you sacrifice this card, because then you can't get this guy out on the field. But that's not it. You may be thinking, oh, well, that makes it harder to put him out. Not really, but you need to have played all of these and have them in your discard pile. But it gives you a bonus, because it says this card also gains plus 50 attack for every one of those 4 cards in your discard pile. So just having those 4 in just one copy of those 4, which are required to play this card, out on the field, you will bump up his attack to 500 attack. 500 attack. So imagine if you had like 2 copies of each of these cards. Then you'd have 700 attack, which is very unlikely to have all of them in your discard pile by the time you want to play him. But he can be really good if you actually put like a lot of these cards in your deck. So yeah, I thought it was interesting how this archetype works. I've never really seen many custom TCGs with archetypes like this, or with cards like this. So I'm glad I came up with this myself. I mean, yeah, I kind, you know, you like an idea of someone else, and you as long as you don't copy them directly, you can change them around enough to make it and call it your own. But yeah, I really like this archetype, and the phone is ringing. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry for not posting more of these videos in a while, but I've just been busy with school and stuff, and you know, school is important. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I hopefully will be working on some more cards when I feel like it, because I haven't had any motivation. As you can see, I've been working on this this Lego bank, modular bank set right here. I've got this done so far. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching.